Last time on Babs Bear Talk.
So Joe is having Italian. I'm having ranch. Jada's having Caesar. I don't like the dressing for Caesar, but I like these. We came to Costco today to pick up just a couple of items, and Joe is putting in some gas right now. I spent the entire day today trying to learn how to stream live at YouTube. I know how to stream live at Instagram now. Well, I haven't tried it yet, but it looks pretty easy. I know how to stream live at Facebook, but YouTube still kicks my butt. It's because you have to go like use a streaming live app, and like when you're doing it on the phone, the minute you open that app, you just log into your Google account and boom, you're on. Although after I did it the first time on YouTube this morning, I could not come back on the second time. It just didn't work. So and I think it's because the app wants me to pay to do the paid version. So when I go back home, I'm going to try again with Joshua. But at YouTube on the computer, it's hard because what they want you to do is like download the app, open up the app, then you have to go to the YouTube, set up like, you know, schedule a time to come on live, and then get Joe slam the door. After you schedule the time to come on live, you have to go back and get some kind of web key and go copy and paste the key back into this thing. And then, oh my God, it's so complicated for no reason. Just put a red button and let us go live. You know, I don't know how older people go live. I think they have young people in their lives that know what they're doing. And the young people I have in my life, although they're savvy with technology, they don't know how to work YouTube at all. I know how to work YouTube better than my own kids. They don't know how to do it. So I get frustrated. So I got fed up with YouTube and I just went live on Facebook. And that was better. That was a whole lot better. So anyways, we're gonna head home right now. I'm gonna get something light. I'm not gonna eat something heavy because I do want to go to the gym today. We went 2 days in a row, right, Joe? Yeah, we're back in our little routine. We went 2 days in a row. I don't want to skip any right now, like how we're not having any rain. And I am going through recipes. I hope I don't have coconut flakes on my mouth. I'm going through recipes that I want to do for the Super Bowl video. I'm trying to do one of those videos where you get 5 recipes in one, but if that doesn't work, you know, we'll just do one recipe. But I have a good one with a sandwich that I want to do. Jada has a good one with a dip. And then I researched a couple more just now that I want to try. And I need ingredients for it. So I'm going to have to go to Food 4 Less between now and tomorrow. I don't have to go today, but between now and tomorrow. I'll have to go to Food 4 Less because I don't want to buy this stuff bulk here at Costco, because then some of the stuff I won't ever eat again. Like some of the cold cuts I won't ever eat again, just to do that sandwich thing. So I have coconut flakes on my teeth because I tried some coconut flakes thing that they were giving away at Costco. It had coconut flakes, pumpkin seed, chia seed, and some other type of seed, right, Joe? And they shaved the coconut into flakes, they toasted it, and then they put some type of sugar on it because it tasted sweet. But it was really, really good. And I'm like, I want to go home and learn how to make that. Maybe I could do that for the show. I'm always trying to figure things to do for the show. So Jada went over to Colin today to record again, and then she called to say something about her battery. I kind of zoned out. I can't stand when they call and they tell me car issues. But Joshua took her the charger thing. I don't know why she didn't have hers. And then she took the car home and she says, it looks like it's just dead. So when Joe gets in, he's gonna have to go take it to get tested. And you know, maybe she just needs to jump in and rev it up, you know, not just jump in and stop. Yeah, so how is your day going, my loves? I'm having a better day today again because I turned the TV off all day. Yeah! I only had to see one thing where that idiot said that he and the president of Mexico got together and decided not to meet. Boy, fool! You did not decide not to meet with that Mexican president. He decided not to meet with you. I don't know, these Mexicans are hot. They eat a lot of pepper, so they get hot with the temper. I was messing around all day with that. They get hot with their temper because they eat a lot of pepper. Is that true though? But I don't blame the Mexican president at all. I mean, you gonna talk about I'm gonna build a wall and you go pay for this wall eventually. You crazy. So that's all I saw today, and I laughed at that because I'm just gonna start laughing at everything that he's doing, because if I don't, I'm gonna cry. Because all the evil crap that he's doing is gonna make me cry. So I'm just gonna start laughing because that will confuse the enemy. It will confuse the devil who is operating in this man. And he will say, what the hell's wrong with this crazy broad? She's laughing. I'm not gonna have no more chest pains and stroke because of him. I'm just gonna laugh and keep praying that he gets removed, and keep praying that he keeps doing all this crazy crap, so that they know he has to go in a crazy house. I hope they pull him away in the jacket, you know. Oh my goodness, but I feel better when I don't turn the TV on. There's nothing to watch on TV anymore because I'm boycotting Wendy Williams, because I don't like the way she slams and grinds my Sherri Shepherd to pieces. That's my Sherri Shepherd. And I'm like this, if I'm for you and that person's against you, I'm against that person too. I sweat your fever for you. That's how I am. I'm faithful as a friend, you know. So I don't like the way she's always bringing up this dude and bashing Sherri. And so I'm boycotting Wendy Williams, not watching her show anymore. I'm boycotting Steve Harvey, so I can't freaking watch Family Feud. I'm boycotting a lot of people. Pretty soon I can get rid of cable. You boycotting them people with me? All you watch is Netflix anyway, so you don't have to worry who you go boycott. Wind is blowing hard today, guys. You get back. You're not going outside. Where she thinks she may come outside? We don't want no kind of reoccurrence. Alright guys, so I really have not recorded too much today since I've been doing all this stupid live thing. I tried another live thing. Joshua can't figure it out. He thinks I'm gonna have to buy the app. But let's put all that aside. I want to talk to one of my viewers. I don't know if you're a viewer at the vlog channel or at the cooking channel, and I didn't speak about it last night because I didn't see your donation until after I edited and uploaded the vlog. But oh my god, Luz, can I call you Luz? Because your name starts L-U-Z, but it's long, like Luzalinia. Luzalinia. Joe's trying to remember it. Luzalinia, I think Casanova. Oh my god. I'm gonna talk it here at the vlog, and if you're watching, please say hello. If not, I'm gonna talk about it on the cooking channel when I record the stuff for what's the thing coming up? Football? Super Bowl. But I'm hoping you watch the vlog too. Luz, please, can I call you Luz because your name is so long? Thank you from the bottom of my heart for the donation that you gave. My god, that's your hard-earned money that you didn't have to give, but you gave. And let me tell you something about giving, Luz. All the preachers preach this, but they want you to give it to them, okay? Whenever you give a donation of any size, $1, $5, $10, $50, $100, $200, $300, $500, whatever it is, you wrap your need around that seed. If you need something from God, you just say, you're not buying the stuff from God, no, because you can't buy God. But you just say, God, I wrap my expectation around the seed that I'm sowing with Barbara, or whoever you're sowing it with. And from this seed, I want this. And you can ask, I want my health to be restored. I want my children to behave. I need my finances to be straight. I mean, come on. That's what the preachers preach, and it works because in the Bible it talks about seed time, harvest. You sow a seed, you give it some time, and a harvest will come back. Sometimes you don't even have to give it time because of the other seeds that you have sown in the past. Those are ready to produce harvest. It's just like when you're growing something, you put the seed in the ground, you don't have, you know, harvest tomorrow. If you put an orange seed in the ground, you don't have orange tomorrow from the tree, right? It takes time for the tree to grow, and then it gives you a harvest. But then again, sometimes you can take a whole orange tree with all the oranges on it already and put it in the ground, and you get the harvest right away. So I'm just saying that wrap your need around the seed. Don't say, oh, I give all the time, but I don't expect anything back in return. No, I give from the goodness of my heart. That's the worst thing to say. I'm gonna sing you a song. How dumb thou art, how dumb thou art. And I'm saying that to send a message home that God will respond to the person who is expecting his response. God does not respond to needs. He really does not respond to needs. If he did, he would spend his whole life in some of these third world countries where the people's needs are strong, okay? God responds to seeds, and he responds to expectation. Whatever you expect of him. These machines that sat in my garage, I expected God to sell them, because I know I need them to survive. I need them to sell in order to survive. And I wanted them to go to somebody who could use them because they're still working. They still work. It's just that we didn't have the customers to supply, you know, what we need to keep the business open. And the money that I'm getting from them, it's not gonna make me rich. It's gonna tide me over for a couple of months to ease the pain off of Joe, to make him flip that first car. He won the bid on the car today, by the way, but I don't know if he's gonna get it. We have to see. Are you gonna get it? Is it still pending? Oh, it's yours? Okay, it's his. He's gonna go pick it up tomorrow. So he needs to flip a few of these cars to get that little money going. And in the meantime, whatever you guys are donating to me is a blessing. It's a blessing to me. But you know what? It's gonna bless you more because you sowed the seed. I'm still sowing seeds and I'm broke. I'm still broke. I got paid from Google and I sold my 10% off of that, you know, with family members that need it. You wanna go pay it for me? Let me continue to talk to my beautiful. Let me see if I have it right, baby. Check it. Check it. Check it, baby. Check it to make sure it's together. Just make sure whatever it says there is it says there. Yeah, so that's how seed time harvest works, okay? It works for the people in the church. Put it back in this, honey, so you don't lose it. It works for the people in the church. It works for the heathens because it's a principle of Jesus. You have two parts to Jesus, the person of Jesus and the principle of Jesus. The person of Jesus is for your salvation. The principle of Jesus is for your prosperity, okay? So as long as you apply the principle of Jesus, you will be prosperous in everything that you do. I don't count I keep saying I'm broke, but I'm teasing with you guys. I don't really say that in my regular life. What I say in my regular life is I'm temporarily out of funds. And that will come. And the people who have been a blessing to me, you best believe I'm not going to forget you guys. You best believe. I have at least 4 or 5 donors that have given me $100. My God. Do you know what that does to me? It just, man, it lets me fall to my knees. That's why Jada was teasing yesterday. Goes, God said, get on your knees, and you got on your knees. It lets me fall to my knees and I pray for you, and I pray for 1,000-fold return for everything that you've given me. Even to the person who gives me $1, I pray 1,000-fold return on what you've given. So I am so grateful. It puts food on my table while we're going through this hard time. You guys see that I have not begged for anything. I didn't do a a GoFundMe. I don't like Patreon and I Google Wallet. PayPal, that means the simplest way I can tap into the money. The minute you give it, the money is there. I can tap into it right away to go buy groceries. And as a matter of fact, that's what I bought some groceries with today, my love. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, okay? And as soon as those machines move out of the way, I want to make some little gifts to send out to all of you who have donated, because you guys have really encouraged my faith and you've blessed me. And I want to send out little tokens just as a thank you for what you've done for me. When I was going through the fast, the 21-day fast, you guys know I got through maybe 18 days of it. I heard like 3 different times from God. When I was going to close the business, I heard him say, I got you out, you're the one sitting there. I told you guys that story before. In the middle of the fast, I heard him say, I will take care of you daily. Don't worry, at the end of the day, whatever is good or bad that's left over, throw it away, because I'm going to give you new tomorrow. New mercies, new prosperity, new provision, new everything tomorrow, right? The next thing that I heard from him was the Calvary is on its way. And just let me check my receipt, guys. The Calvary is on its way. And I didn't know who the Calvary was going to be. And the Calvary ended up being somebody that we didn't expect. God always does that. He never works in a logical way. You know, he works in order, but he's never logical according to our thinking. And the third thing I heard him say was, Barbara, be very careful, because the Satan means to sift you as wheat. And I know that's a scripture in the Bible, and for me to hear that, so I'm on guard for who's coming into my life. And people have been popping up over the past couple of weeks. Not people that's in my industry that I just left, but people in my life that I don't really, some of them I know closely, some of them I don't really even know like that. I know them through YouTube. And they want to tell me things like, why'd you close your business? Don't you know when you're making money in your business you need to save? I'm like, I didn't beg for anything. I certainly didn't beg them. All I said was, if you see that I produce content that you like, if you'd like to donate, I would appreciate it. And they want to like lecture you about business. I was in business for 15 years, so I wouldn't say my business was a failure. I decided to close my business because it was starting to lose me money. And any smart person will close their business if it's starting to lose you money and you're going to go bankrupt. You know, so for them to call and question me, they want me to try to second guess what I did. but I know God told me to do this, and nobody will let me doubt. So they'll tell you stuff like that. They'll pick little nitpick fights for nothing. I'm like, I don't even know you though. And this is how I am at age 50. If I don't know you and you're causing me distress, then you just need to go. I don't need to hate you. I don't need to, you know, I just don't need to know that you existed. So I don't see where they get the point to call and question you and say, oh, I heard you closed the business. Why? So what you gonna do now? Are you gonna go get a real job? I'm like, do they know that YouTube is more than a real job? How much hours you've got to put into doing YouTube? And like what Sugar says, most YouTubers have 3 channels. It's not that we're greedy. It's that Google tells you to separate these channels. I'd love to put my reviews at my cooking channel, but people don't want to find reviews if they come looking for food. They don't want to find food if they come looking for reviews. They don't want to find a vlog if they're looking, you know, for reviews or food or gaming or whatever else people do. They want to find what they want to find. And so that's why I've separated the channels, and it's extra work to separate the channels. If I had one channel, it'd be easy. You know, so YouTube is a real job. It takes a lot to do YouTube, but I chose to do this. So I'm not complaining, but I hate when people, like my own dad, you know, that will say, hey, you're not gonna look for a real job though? I'm like, okay, give me a chance to see how this works. You know, I've only asked for a couple of months. We just closed the business on the 12th of January. Today is what, the 26th? Today is barely the 26th of January. Give me a moment. Let me see how January does. If January is meager and YouTube didn't pick up, then yeah, maybe I have to go look for a real job. But in the meanwhile, you guys are a blessing. And I'm like what they said that idiot said he's doing, writing down names for who hurt him. I writing down names for who blessed me. And even if you just blessed me with a prayer, honey, because some people don't got money. Some people don't have no money. I respect that. I didn't have no money. So if you just bless me with a prayer, I receive that prayer, okay? So let me go to the gym, get my little workout on, because I gotta start looking good in case I get called to go on these TV shows. Y'all know? What kind of laugh at? You laugh at me?
I laugh at you.
That's what I said. I said it in Creole. You laugh at me. You laughing with me? Huh? You laughing at me? You not even gonna take that back? Your chance, you know, Joe. So we're going to Planet Fitness because this is the cheapest gym around, $10 a month. Joe pays for the $20 and then he brings me in for free. The reason that we don't pay 10 and 10 is because we don't want to pay 10, what, we save what, $20 I think a year if we do it this way? I don't remember. We save something. Let me go in, guys. As usual, I'm putting the finishing touches on the vlog. Something happened that was so profound today. Right at the end of my day, right after I did my workout at the gym, I was waiting at the tables for Joe to be done because he's always lengthier than I am when we're at the gym. And I got a phone call today, and at first I thought it was Luce that was calling because I put my phone number at the vlog for Luce to call because Luce was such a darling and she donated a generous donation to my PayPal, that me. And Luce wrote me, I think it was privately, so I don't want to reveal what you told me, but what you told me just really blessed my heart, Luce. What you wrote me about your son, and just know that I'm praying for you and I'm praying for your son. But by me putting the phone number out there for Luce, the little angel that bought the cereal from Joe for me called me. She says, I got the phone number when you put it out there for that lady. And her name is Sharon. And she's a darling, darling person. And there's not a whole lot that I can share right now. But just to know that this lady was sent into my life for a purpose. I hope that I was sent into your life for a purpose, Sharon. But I hope I'm not saying it wrong. Is it Sharon? Like S-H-A-R-O-N? Sharon? Because in Belize we would say Sharon. So correct me, okay, Sharon. I think you were sent into my life for a purpose, and I hope that I was sent into yours for a purpose. And I am so grateful, you know, for what you're trying to do for us. And as soon as she gives me permission to share what's happening, I will share it. It'll come up in the next 2 weeks, okay? But just know that it's something that's pretty big. And it involves my family to a degree. And when I say my family, I mean me and some other family members. And what she told me today was so exciting. I don't think we're going to sleep tonight. Just know that. So I told the kids when I came in a little while ago that I spoke with this beautiful lady and what she was saying. And Jada and Joshua has a little bit. Let me show you the snippet. Let me show you a little snippet of what they were saying. So Jada, yes. How do you feel today with the news you heard?
excited.
Why are you blowing up your phone with Colin though?
Because he's at work now. I wish he was.
You want to tell him the news?
Yeah.
And Joshua's over there.
Get a fox.
Joshua says whenever we get rich in the future, he's gonna own a pet
Are
fox.
you sure you want a fox? Because you only get one.
Joshua, do you know that as a child you were always fascinated with animals? Like when you looked at any book with animals, even before age 1, you know, you could like point out what that animal was, and then definitely by age 3, he knew what a possum. And it wasn't just a possum; it was an opossum.
Possum from an opossum.
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 Opossum
Yeah.
is the classic possum.
Yeah, he knew these things. I always remember he had a cousin where the
always
dad and the
showed
mom
us
got
very
PO Jada because Joshua knew what the opossum was and the little girl didn't know what it was in the book. And it's like he knew all these animals. He knows so much. Like you would tell him an animal, a sloth. He knows everything about that.
Oh,
You know, a
yeah.
zebra. He knows everything about the animals in Australia. Which ones can kill you?
Are
Which ones?
zebras white with black stripes or black with white stripes?
They're white with black stripes.
I like to think that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked it up. They're white with black stripes. They're like a horse.
A crazy
They're
horse
white.
you can't tame.
Yeah, zebras are crazy. I think the devil, you know, when the devils ran out of the pigs in that one story in the Bible, I think they ran into the zebras.
They're cool. I'd love to have one as a horse, but they're crazy.
They cray.
All I know, I'm getting another puppy.
Jordan, what you hide behind a pillow for? You know, look cute.
He's not even a star, and he's like more.
Get away from me, paparazzo. So Sharon, you could see that Jada is excited. Josh is excited. Colin doesn't know yet, but we're trying to reach Colin. And thank you for sharing everything that you've been sharing with me on the phone. You are on my prayer list. I say a prayer list, but I have you guys in my brain. I'm gonna have to write down everybody's name on the list, and we're gonna pray for each other. Just like I said last night, you know, we're gonna have to look out for each other and protect each other because we are better together. A lot of churches preach that, but I'm saying that we are better together. In the Bible, when those people were building that tower and it was reaching heaven, God said, look at the people. When they're one, there's nothing they can't accomplish. So if we help each other out, you know, we can, you know, survive, and not just survive, but excel. And I want to leave you guys with this. Always remember this. Someone is always watching you that is capable of greatly blessing you. All right? So I want you to know how to be a receiver. A lot of churches will teach you about how to give. Give, and it shall be given unto you, good measure, shaken together, running over, you know, blah, 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 shall men give unto your bosom. They teach that verse all the time, and that's a good verse, but only one time in that verse it says give. The rest of the time, it's telling you how to receive. So the Bible is a book about receiving, because in order for you to be able to give something, you have to first have something to give. If I don't have 2 pennies to rub together, how can I give you? You know what I mean? So you have to learn how to receive first of all. Because the way you receive is what's gonna control how much people want to give to you. I've had people that donated $100 to my PayPal, that me, at least 3 or 4 people that have donated $100. That's a hard-earned $100, no matter how much you cut it, all right? Let me tell you, if you think $100 is not important, you go to a nudie booty bar and you see a stripper there working for her money, and you put 100 in her G-string, and you see how she lights up for you, no matter who you are, man or woman, okay? So $100 is important. No matter who you could give $100 to a millionaire, and they look at it. There's just something exciting about $100. So for the people to feel so inclined to give $100 to me, do you know what a blessing that is? Do you know how much you've kept me going this past 2 weeks when we've had no income? You know? And the machines are sold, but the money didn't come yet. So while the grass is growing, the horse is still starving, right? But you guys have been there for me. And the people who have given 50 and 20 and 5 and 10 and 15 and $1. Even $1 is important to me, because before I had that dollar, you know, it was your dollar and I had nothing. So I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for the seeds that you've sown into my life. I am good soil. Everywhere I go, I am about a blessing. If I come in contact with you, be prepared to receive a blessing. And if I receive a blessing through you, then I know you're good soil, and then I start to sow into you. You know? So I always want to teach us about sowing and reaping. So you never want to throw your seed, you know, like take money and go throw it at that person because, okay, he's bugging me, so I'll give him that $10. You always want to sow it. Sow it with expectation. Wrap your expectation around the seed. And just say, God, like I said earlier, I am sowing this $5 seed with so-and-so. This is the last money I have. From it, I want to see this come to pass. Whatever it is, no matter what it is, no matter how small, no matter how big. You know, you ask God for what you need. That's what I do. When I give my money to anybody, I'm like, Lord, this is what I want from this. I want peace in my home. I want financial security. I need for this car to come through for Joe. I need for a buyer to buy this car. And I just ask pretty specific things. I'm not sure if I told you guys last night that the lady from Leah's church that was in a coma that was set to die, she had a massive turnaround yesterday. The prayers are working. Her name is Cheryl. And Leah says she's responding by squeezing your hand twice for no and once for yes and stuff like that. And she's blinking and stuff because she's on a respirator. She's the one that forgot to take her thyroid meds, and then her thyroid poisoned her, some rare thing that she had, and because of that, not taking the thyroid meds. And she did a massive turnaround yesterday, and I really hope that we can bring some good news about her. So the prayers keep going up, okay? All of you that have asked me for prayers, I will not stop. I am unceasing about my prayer. That means every time you cross my mind, I pray, I pray, I pray, I pray. So I pray for you guys all day long, just like you guys pray for me and lift me up. I am so excited with this surprise that Sharon is working on for us. It is so big and beautiful and just, oh my God. Oh my goodness. Just know that God is good. God is good all the time. Whatever you're expecting from Him, if you had given up, take it back out the trash. Believe again. Believe again. Believe and expect it, okay? I never go into anything not expecting to be a winner. If I end up not being the winner, it's okay. I'll get over it emotionally in a little while. But I feel like if you go into something not expecting to have great results, then you're setting yourself up for failure. And low expectations are never good. You know, I had a friend in my life one time, one of Joe's family members, that would say, oh, I never expect anything because that way if I don't receive it, I'm not disappointed. You're still disappointed. Even if you pretended like you weren't expecting anything, you're still disappointed. So I rather expect something good, and if it doesn't come to pass, I get disappointed and I'm okay after that, than to not expect anything at all. Who's there?
It's me.
It's me. It's me. Dummy. It's Josh. Yeah. So I think I'm going to name my vlog, Someone is Always Watching You That Is Capable of Greatly Blessing You. And that's what's happening right now. Always be at your best. Always be at your best. Never let people see you at your worst. And don't hide, you know, what you are. If you're not where you want to be, work on it. Work on it, you know? I'm constantly working on me. I'm constantly working on remaining humble, making sure that I'm grateful, making sure that I'm giving. You know, you're always going to hear three voices in your brain. The voice of your seed, which is what you're going to sow into somebody. The voice of your need, and the voice of your need will talk to you so loudly, it'll drown out everything else because you're going to know, but I need. Yeah, she wants that dress from me, but I need. I can't give her my $500 because I need. You're always going to hear that voice loudly, and you're always going to hear the voice of your greed. Sometimes people are just greedy. I know a lot of people in my life that have come into money and have decided to just like break me off a piece of nothing. And it's like, wow. But it's okay. It's okay. Because maybe they weren't supposed to sow into this beautiful soil named Barbara. Don't worry, guys. I'll be on my feet in no time at all. Joe got the car, by the way. He won the car. A beautiful 2003 Buick. He already has somebody at the gym that might be interested. They want to see it. The minute he brings it home tomorrow, I hope it sells that quickly. And we're going to get back on our feet, all of us that are going through stuff. We're going to get back on our feet. 2017 is going to be the year. We don't care what's going on politically. Like I said, when this man does the next crazy thing before it gives you chest pains and stomach pains, just laugh. Just start to laugh like you're crazy. Just start to laugh. And just realize that God got this because we're praying about it. He's going to be removed. And we're going to get through the next 4 years with the other man underneath him. And the people are going to go vote next year to realize that we don't want to go backwards. We want to go forwards. And in the meanwhile, we're going to keep helping each other out. All right? Good night, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Just know that I'm going to go sleep with sweet dreams, Miss Sharon, because of what you done did. I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay?
When the red button is on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys, see, I'm doing it.
This is very, very
Ready. He doesn't want to go back on the boat. Splash.
Splash?
Yeah.